And now the most exciting part of the presentation is our special guest. Steve, would you introduce our special guest, or should I?
Sure. Many of you are familiar or have, arm's length familiarity with Azamara. Our Azamara is a brand that's been growing within the inCruise, booking flow and volume that we do. So we're very pleased to have Lionel, who will be representing the Azamara brand and giving a lot of information about, what their value is, where they're going, what's it like on board, so this can be a consideration amongst other brands for you when you're choosing your holiday and your next excursion. So, Iri, without further ado, if you can bring in Lionel.
Please give Lionel some love. Send us big hearts for Lionel.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm so happy to be here. It is quite exciting to see all of you and to see the feedback and all the translations and where everyone is. So good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. How does tomorrow look like? I'm sure some of you are at tomorrow. But it's exciting to be here with all of you and to present to you Azamara. It is my pride and joy. I've been a part of the brand for quite some time, over 11 years. And I'm very excited to bring to you Azamara. So our whole purpose is to connect people with people, to connect people with cultures, people with themselves, and give you the opportunity to see the world through a different perspective. So many times cruises are all about getting you on the ship, rushing you back to the ship, going to the next destination. But wouldn't it be great if you could just slow down, savor the moment, connect with the food, connect with the people, connect with the culture of the destination. So that's why at Azamara, I say that Azamara is a land vacation company that uses floating hotels. Did you get that? We are a land vacation company that uses floating hotels because over 80% of the time that you are on board with us, you will actually be in the destination. More than half of your stops will be a late night departure of 8 p.m. or even an overnight departure. So if you want to go enjoy dinner in the destination, maybe watch a show in the destination, maybe, let's say when we overnight in Bordeaux in France, beautiful France, on the Garonne River, you want to spend the night in a chateau in Saint-Emilion. You can do that with Azamara while the ship waits for you. Or what about when we overnight in Mykonos? Mykonos is known for its vibrant nightlife and all the activities that you can do in the evening. Well, why not get off the ship after dinner and go celebrate and go have fun and go visit that club or that night venue and come back whenever you remember to come back, because the ship will still be there for you, because we are that floating hotel at sea. Well, we're very excited as a company because just this month, May 2nd, we introduced our 4th vessel. This is the Azamara Onward. And we named her over in Monaco. She has started her maiden voyage, and we're very excited because now we get to bring even more people and more ships to visit more destinations and bring them to life with Azamara. On Azamara, it's all about delivering destinations by giving you more time in port, more overnights. We have this beautiful nighttime experience that we call an Azamazing Evening, which I'll share with you shortly. We visit to some of those smaller, lesser known ports because our 4 identical ships only have 700 passengers, 400 crew. It allows us to sail to the ports less known or less traveled to. And on board, we're very non-pretentious, casual cruising. We have no formal nights. Our dress code is country club casual. So more to come. I'm going to keep sharing more of that. Now, another way that we separate ourselves in the cruise business is we've introduced this concept of cruising called country intensive. So I know so many of you watching this are love either A, to count countries and visit new destinations, but on top of that, you probably want to go on your next vacation to one place. Let's say it's France or Italy or Spain, or let's say it's Japan or South Africa. Let's say it's Ireland, and maybe you want to be there and stay a while. Well, typically a cruise wouldn't provide that because there's not enough time to enjoy all that time there. But with Azamara, we have introduced this concept called country intensive, where the entire voyage, the entire length of your cruise is dedicated just to that one country. So I just want to share with you some examples so that you can see it, because I think seeing it is believing. So here's an Italian intensive. This is one where we overnight in Venice. We overnight in Florence. Notice there are only 1 day at sea on this itinerary. So if you love days at sea, you have a whole collection of other products that you can go on. But if you want to spend more time in the destinations, visit and just immerse yourself in that country, then you could try Azamara. Or we have a France intensive. This one, we are going to stop in Rouen, so you have some time to enjoy Paris. We're going to sail up the Garonne River and stay in Bordeaux. This one, again, only 1 day at sea with 3 overnight stays and 3 late night stays. And don't get tied up on these dates, because we have this itinerary on all other dates. So you can reference the sites so that you can get and reach, use your resources at inCruises to see what your options are. But there are a number of different options. So don't get tied up on the dates specifically. Here's the Italian intensive. During the 12 nights, you're visiting 11 different ports, 5 late nights, 1 overnight. This is so unique, so different. And in Marseille, by the way, we actually sail right into the town of Marseille. It is just amazing to see this, to think about all the beautiful places that you can visit, all the time that you could spend in these gorgeous destinations. I personally love food. So all the great food that you can enjoy, not only on board, but also, more importantly, in my opinion, ashore. Now, I know some of you may be more based in North America, or some of you might like to do the Caribbean. I love the fact how Stephen represented that actually the #1 product that you travel on is the Mediterranean. However, we do have some Caribbean, and we will be presenting our newest vessel, the Azamara Onward, to Miami, and that will happen in November of this year, and we will be there through February of next year. So you can try us in the Caribbean. Now I want to go back to my Amazing Evenings. This is a night that we invite all of our guests on board to attend a magical evening under the stars in the heart of the city. So Azamara reserves a beautifully restored venue in the heart of the city. We invite all of our guests to attend. We take them there. And now remember, we only carry 700 guests. And at this venue, we present some form of local entertainment, introduce our guests to local food and the local culture. This evening is a night not to be missed. And I like to say that these evenings are un-Googleable. I can't wait to see how the translators translate that, un-Googleable. And the reason why they are un-Googleable is because you cannot buy tickets to these events. These are events exclusively curated just for our guests on Azamara. Now, on board, what can you experience? So we have, like I mentioned, 4 identical vessels: the Azamara Journey, the Azamara Quest, the Azamara Pursuit, the Azamara Onward, each carrying only 700 passengers and 400 crew to serve you while you are on board with us. On board Azamara, we have so many inclusions and opportunities. So we don't call ourselves all-inclusive, but we do call ourselves more inclusive. We include that Amazing Evening. We include gratuities. We include laundry. We include concierge service, your food, your drinks. This has all been thought of and curated for you, and it is included in your price. So what's not included with Azamara is your airfare, your shore excursions, and Wi-Fi. Now, these are things that you can still add as an add-on, but they're not included in the pricing when you quote and look to purchase an Azamara vacation. There's a number of types of staterooms that you can cruise with us. Yes, we have interior staterooms. However, I don't recommend those. I do recommend that you sail in one of our veranda rooms or one of our beautiful suites. But we do have insides, ocean views, we have verandas, and we have our suites. So you can come and enjoy Azamara and experience Azamara the way that you feel more comfortable. Dining. Now, you heard me mention this earlier. We have no formal nights on Azamara, and we have no set dining times with Azamara. We are open seating, and our dress code, like I mentioned, is country club casual. We have our main dining room, Discoveries. We have 2 specialty restaurants, Prime C, which is a steakhouse, Aquilina, which is an Italian restaurant, and then we have, which is one of my favorite restaurants, the Patio. The Patio is a pool grill out by the buffet, but at lunchtime, it serves everything that you are used to having on the grill. But in the evening, it serves an elevated menu, one that you cannot miss. So you have a trip booked with us, please do yourself a favor and enjoy dinner one night at the Patio. And make sure you do it before the last night, because I have a feeling you're going to love it and you're going to go back again. Onboard entertainment and wellness. So we do have a lounge called Cabaret Lounge. This is our main theater where we will present to our guests, to you, our shows every evening. Also, we have a full service gym and spa on board. The gym equipment is for you to use at your leisure when you want to. It's open from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then the spa offers all kinds of services, obviously a la carte. Now, I have to remind you that if you are planning a vacation with us and you already are booked, don't forget, pack something white. I know I'm not wearing white right now, but this is not the white party. We will celebrate an evening under the stars on board the ship. While we're in port late at night, we will ask all of our guests to come dressed in white. Our officers, you know, the men and women that normally hide behind the scenes, like the captain and the hotel director, they will be front and center, serving you dinner poolside, cooking you dinner poolside. And then our entertainment staff will invite local entertainers from the destination. Our F&B team will procure local food from the destination, present to you a feast on our pool deck under the stars, and then the local entertainers will perform for you. And then our crew, our singers and dancers will perform for you that evening. This night is a fun night. So please come dressed in white. Don't miss it. So pack something white to wear. You could come if you don't wear anything white. It's totally fine. But why miss out? Enjoy, have fun with everyone else on board. Now, let's talk about these land experiences. Not only what you can do, excuse me, I'm trying to not allow that to bother anymore. So here we go. Not only what you can do ashore when you're stopping in the destination, but how else you can enjoy land experiences. So let's talk about these shore excursions. So we have a collection of shore excursions from the locals and landmarks. These are the more traditional tours. Now, here's what's very interesting about our tours. They don't exceed more than 26 people. We don't have that many people on our tours. So that's going to give you a more intimate connection to the destination. We have some local experiences, local immersions. This will be, for example, one of my favorites I did was in Dubrovnik in Croatia. We actually visited a local's home and we prepared gnocchi by hand while the grandmother of the family was making a beef stew to put on top of our gnocchi that we're making by hand, while enjoying local wine that they press on from their vineyard, and also enjoying some olive oil and bread that they also grow and press from their olive trees. Now, some exclusive regional experiences, something a little bit more awesome. How about taking in Carnival in Rio, where we overnight in Rio during the Carnival Festival? Or how about the Monaco Grand Prix in Monaco? We have that coming up just this coming weekend. Will be the Monaco Grand Prix, and we will be docked right on one of the turns of the beautiful race, the Grand Prix. Or how about a golf tournament like the British Open, where we will be overnighting as well? So these are tickets to these wonderful experiences that you can buy so that you could experience the things that are to be experienced in these beautiful destinations. All right, so let's talk about some of our promotions. I know you've heard some promotions from some lovely cruise suppliers as well that Tatiana shared with you. So I want to share with you what we are extending to you. We have our buy one guest, get the second guest half off, and we're extending a $500 onboard credit. Now, I know we're watching this live, and I know maybe some of you may watch it later. So I want to share with you that through June 10th, the 10th of June, we will be adding on select voyages an additional $500 onboard credit and 50% off the second guest. Now, don't forget, with Azamara, your gratuities are already included. Your beverage package is already included. That nighttime experience in the destination called our Azamazing Evening is also included. So with that, I will say thank you very much, and I'll turn it back to Tatiana and Steven.
Oh my God, I literally have goosebumps after this presentation.
Very cool.
I always wanted to cruise with Azamara, but after you presenting, I'm literally searching for the cruise that I want to go on now because there are just too many options.
Yeah, it is quite awesome. I love our product. I think it's very unique, very special, and something that more people should know about. So I really appreciate the opportunity to share Azamara to your inCruises team.